big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man. Check the wrist, man. Got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, round it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, what point to guard. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go. Line in. We're going to 54. Line in. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 26.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go, defense.
Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're set. 19. Coming to you. Coming to you.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 24 yards. Watson on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check 3. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. We're going to 54. Line in. Kill. We're going to 53.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Situation. Let's go.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now on 1st down, Drake again. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On play action, Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, that's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Watson. Buying time to his left. gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, watch the slant.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Kill. Check. We're going to 54. Right here. Check. Press down.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Now here's Ross. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up. The first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the 50, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action from Miller. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he spins free. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Watson now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Here's Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A shotgun snap for Watson. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Pierre Garçon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the Niners' 19-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19. Big. Stop, let's go.
Now it's Watson. He finds Ross. Right side, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And some room to roam now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it when we need him.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking long for Westbrook, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
We'll go 47, 26, 55, 50. We're going to 53. There we go. 26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
There he goes right side. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 24, Prescott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott over the middle, and it's incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 31. Check. We're going to 53. Crunch. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Ross on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration is...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Prescott from the gun, and he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He's going to, and now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Set. 19. Check 56. Stay with your man.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the air now with Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
It's a gain of 6.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50. Switch, switch. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Bang, 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 bang. We're going to 54.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lawrence Guy in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Prescott. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Switch, switch, switch. Check, 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 check. Then we're going to 53.
Now Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nigel Bradham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Nick Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Flush to his right, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
First down, Prescott. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 4th down, Prescott. James has got it, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. John Ross, 42 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80%.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Nigel Bradham able to record his 5th sack of the season. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, Eddie Slim hopes they